Welcome back to Trust Your Oats. I'm your host, Dale Tenhulzen. In our last episode, we went back to the very beginning. We talked about the importance of starting with a pure seed and planting it in a clean field, a field with no memory of gluten-containing crops. We established the foundation. But a foundation is just that. It's the start. The real work, the constant vigilance, happens during the growing season. It happens out in the open, under the sun and the sky, where 100 different variables can threaten the purity we've worked so hard to create. Today, we're stepping out of the office and into the field. We're going to look at what purity protocol growing means in real life, the active, hands-on process of protecting the crop from planting to harvest. This is episode 3, Trust the Field. Imagine our clean oat field. It's a sanctuary. But just beyond its borders, the world is full of gluten. The neighbor's wheat field is right next door. A barley field is just across the road. Contamination doesn't respect property lines. This is why the first rule of trusting the field is isolation. A purity protocol requires a physical separation between a gluten-free oat field and any field growing wheat, barley, or rye. The consensus standard is a minimum of 3 meters, or about 10 feet. But it's more than just a simple gap. We create what are called buffer zones or isolation strips. Think of it as a demilitarized zone around the perimeter of the field. This area is the most vulnerable. Wind can blow seeds across from a neighboring farm. A truck driving down an adjacent road can kick up dust containing gluten grains. Rainwater can wash seeds from one field to another. So we treat this buffer zone differently. The oats grown in that outer perimeter are often not even included in the final gluten-free harvest. They're considered a sacrificial barrier, protecting the pristine crop in the center of the field. We create a sanctuary within the sanctuary. It's a simple concept, but it's a powerful defense. It's an acknowledgement that you can't control the world, but you can control your own territory by building strong, clear boundaries. Even with a clean seed, a clean field history, and proper isolation, threats can still emerge from within. A single dormant wheat seed from 5 years ago might decide this is its year to sprout. A bird might drop a barley seed it was carrying. This is where technology and systems give way to the oldest form of quality control there is: a trained human eye and a good pair of boots. Throughout the growing season, our fields are inspected multiple times. Here at GF Harvest, our own employees and representatives walk these fields row by row. It's a slow, methodical process. We're not just looking at the crop as a whole, we're looking for anything that seems out of place. This process is called roguing. It's a term as old as farming itself. It means to identify and remove any undesirable plants from the field. In our case, the rogues we're hunting are volunteer wheat, barley, and rye plants. So how do you spot a single wheat plant in a sea of oats? It takes a trained eye. Early in the season, we look at the base of the plant. Oats, for example, have no auricles, those little clasping arms at the base of the leaf. Barley has long auricles that hug the stem, and wheat has short, hairy ones. But the differences become most obvious later in the season when the seed heads form. An oat plant has a distinctive open branching structure with seeds that dangle down. It's airy. A wheat head, on the other hand, is a tight, compact spike. Barley has its long, bushy beards or awns that give it a fuzzy appearance. Rye is tall and slender. When we find one of these rogues, we don't just cut it down. We carefully pull the entire plant out by the roots to make sure it can't grow back. It's removed from the field and discarded. It's a painstaking manual process. There's no machine that can do this. It's a testament to the level of human commitment required. It's not glamorous work, but walking those fields with the sun on your back, knowing that you are the last line of defense for the purity of that crop, there's a deep sense of purpose in it. Trusting the field isn't about a single action. It's about a system of overlapping protections. It's the isolation buffers that protect from the outside world. It's the multiple inspections that provide constant vigilance. And it's the manual roguing that removes any threat that manages to slip through. Each step supports the others. Because we have a clean field history, the number of volunteer plants is incredibly low, which makes roguing practical. Because we rogue the fields, we can be confident that what we send to harvest is pure. It's a system built on the belief that you can't test for quality at the end, you have to build it in from the beginning. It's a partnership between the farmer, the land, and the people who will ultimately eat the food grown on it. It's a promise kept, not in a factory, but out in the open field. Thank you for joining me today as we walked through the fields together. The work doesn't stop here. Once the crop is pure and ready, it faces its next great challenge, a clean harvest. On our next episode, we'll explore what it takes to trust the harvest, from dedicated combines to equipment checks, and why this critical moment is where so many systems can and do fail. Join me next time as we continue our journey on Trust Your Oats.